Warp Pipe Wednesday.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Warp Pipe Wednesday.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
Episode 2.
Nice.
We wanted to chat about trade-ins. Well, a trade-in. Maybe we regret it back in the day, so to say.
Yeah. I'm sure we have plenty.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Pick one. I would say recently I haven't traded in a ton of stuff. The last time I traded in something was quite some years ago, but it wasn't the craziest story I'm about to tell you, though.
Let's hear it.
So the time was, I want to say, let me see if I could find exactly here, if it says a date on this here. 2005.
Dang, that's a long time ago, Russ.
2005.
You're going back in the warp pipe.
I wish I had the sound effect cue ready. Okay, so I headed to GameStop, which starting the story off, you kind of know where this is going here. And I ended up taking all of my Sega CD games and Sega CD itself to GameStop. I'm talking Lunar, Vay, Popful Mail, Sewer Shark. It was all the classic games. I was bringing them all in, and it was towards the end where they weren't really taking this stuff. Okay, so it almost wasn't in the system. So the guy was like just ringing it up as like random prices, essentially. So I wasn't getting a whole lot. So it was the Sega CD Model 1, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if I traded in it with the Sega and the Sega 32X, because I had the trifecta there.
You had the Tower of Power.
The Tower of Power. So I traded all that in, and I was able to get this bad boy. Everything traded in, even trade. Resident Evil 4.
Oh my god.
On the GameCube, on this sweet collector's tin that says GameStop Special Edition. Look at the beauty.
What a piece of crap.
This is what a few $1,000s of trade-in got you. I got a little booklet here. Came with a postcard.
Russ, do you have any idea what Popful Mail's worth now?
I don't. I imagine maybe $500.
I'm going to be honest and say I don't know, but I know it's like one of the more coveted.
I'm going to look it up and we're going to see.
Let's do it.
Video game price charting. Yeah, and who knows if that guy there ended up keeping the collection or not.
I bet
or
he
what.
did. He probably thought this sucker was coming. He saw you coming, Russ.
Share screen. This one. Share. Popful Mail. So complete $690.
Do you think yours was complete?
Yeah, it had the case. All the games that I traded in had the long cases like that.
So that game cost you $700 in the future.
That was just one game. What are some of the other ones here? Vay, Sega CD. Okay, so 174. Not too bad on there. Lunar. See if we can find that one real fast. Sega CD. I think it was the Eternal Blue. $424.
Yeah. Right now, that game's costing you over $1,000.
So
Worth
traded all those in. I'll tell you though, I had a great time playing Resident Evil 4.
I'm so glad you did. Those memories, I hope they were worth $1,000.
Because it was so much different than Resident Evil 3. You finally are out of Raccoon City, and it was somewhere new. And I remember my buddy AJ would come over, and we would play this. What, Possum City?
It's a terrible dad joke.
Raccoon Possum. And yeah, so I'm excited for the remake of Resident Evil 4 that'll be coming out pretty soon, and I'll definitely be live streaming that and having a good time with it. I definitely enjoy. I should have hang on.
Maybe you can trade your daughter in for that one.
I don't know why I didn't wear this shirt. I should have changed for the other one. Here's my stars, Russ Lyman. with the Raccoon City Police
That's
Department.
funny.
Should have had this shirt on. Blast. Next time.
Yeah. Wow.
What did you trade, Jay?
So this was like 4 or 5 years ago when I decided that every time I wanted to play my Sega Master System, I always just really ended up wanting to play Nintendo instead. Like I tried to play Double Dragon on the Master System because everybody says it's the better port. I don't believe that to be true, even though I know it is 2-player. So anyway, I guess my big trade in that I regret was I had this beautiful Master System. It was so clean.
Mm-hmm.
It was so crispy. Do you know like when you get like electronics and like you've had it for like 6 months and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, there's like a protective film on this, and you peel the film off. You know what I'm talking about? You ever get that? Because you can't really see it. Well, this Master System was so crispy clean that it still had like that protective layer over the top.
Wow.
Which I left on there to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just really clean. I got it for like $30 off a Craigslist deal, like back in 2014 when Craigslist was still something I used.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like worth a ton, but it was just a really clean one, and I'll probably never buy another one because they're more expensive. And the other cool thing was that one came with Alf, which was kind of cool.
Alf. Yep.
Yeah, because Alf was kind of a rarer game, but yeah, I mean, I don't think the monetary value is as insane as yours. It's just the fact that it was really a really nice system and really clean. And now I kind of regret getting rid of it. So I've been.
I was gonna say you traded for what?
I'm going to say I don't remember. It was probably some NES games that I needed, and it might have even been like, you know, maybe some more prestigious NES games. Because I remember a while back. This isn't a trade-in, but I sold a game that I kind of regret selling. I had Dracula X, and I sold it to
nice.
I sold it to Back in the Day Gamer, and I think I used that money with some of the trade-in stuff, probably with the Sega. Oh my god, not the Genesis. What is that? Master System. Yeah, to get some boxed NES games. So while the boxed NES games are really cool, I got like Shatterhand,
nice,
the Cat, Rockin' Cats. I might have got Power Blade. I can't remember what else back there. Toki, Kickmaster. Those were a few of them.
Okay.
So while I got some really good NES games, I just kind of missed that really pretty clean Master System.
Right, and what you would have to pay for it now would probably be outrageous. And would you be able to find one that clean? Probably not.
Yeah, it was crazy clean. That was the best part. Even the controllers had the plastic on the front.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it was clean. Whoever has my Master System out there, give it back.
Give it back.
That's it.
I'll talk about the other trade-in that I did do that I remember. It was far later, and I was working at Retro Games Plus at the time in Orange, Connecticut, local game store. And I had gone over my friend's house, and I ended up playing his PlayStation 4, and I played the game Until Dawn, which is like a choose your own adventure style game. So every choice you make changes the outcome of your ending, and you play with, I think there's like maybe 6 characters in it. So the goal is to try to get to the end of the game with all the characters surviving, but they can be killed off during the gameplay. And I was like blown away by it. I thought it was fantastic. I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at the time, so I ended up trading in my Nintendo 64 with all the games to get a PS4.
Yeah. I kind of did the retro version of that. I didn't trade it to the game store, but I sold my NES and all my games to buy a Super Nintendo, which I love my Super Nintendo. I'm glad I still have it, but it was like November when I did this. If I'd have just been patient and waited one more month, I could probably just got it for Christmas.
Oh, right. Yeah. So was this, how long ago was that? Like Super Nintendo just came out?
Fall of 92.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Where would you have traded it into? Like Funkoland or a pawn shop?
I don't even remember. I don't remember the GameStop obviously wasn't a thing. I don't know if we had EB Games. I don't remember what our game store was called back in the day. Sadly, I don't remember. But I just sold it to a neighbor girl who has the same birthday as me. Shout out to Brooklyn Benjamin. Give me
Sounds
my
like
Nintendo back, Brooklyn.
that almost sounds like a dope pop punk band name, Brooklyn Benjamin.
Brooklyn Benjamin, Breaking Benjamin. But yeah, no, I asked her dad a couple of years ago. I was like, remember that Nintendo you bought for me? I was like, you still got that around the house? He's like, that's been gone for years.
He's like, I threw that in the dumpster.
Yeah, stomped on it. I knew it was yours. Hate you, kid.
I will say, on the flip side, I distinctly remember buying my 32X at a pawn shop that was right by my house, that I could walk to. So that was probably more key, because getting a ride to like the game store from my mom or whatever, either she was busy or working or whatever. So places I can walk, like Service Merchandise was close, and Sears I can walk to. So we would play the kiosk games there. And there was a pawn shop on the post road, like so close to my mom's, that I walked to. And I remember getting a 32X there.
I never had a 32X, but I probably have 32Xs.
And you with the dad jokes.
Joe Dunbar is not one of them.
Nice. Shout out to Nintendo Joe. I got his podcast shirt on. Get this mic out of the way, you can see it. Boom.
Retro Redoctopus. Yeah, that's such a cool name. I like that character too.
Yeah, I got this one, and they made one with Ninja Gaiden, but he has tentacles coming out of his hands.
Sweet.
So it's like really cool designs, and their fellow podcasters on the Dorkening Podcast Network. Retro Redoctopus.
Yep.
I should be running into him. We have a trade night event coming up in Norwalk, Connecticut. My buddy Aldo is putting on Algo. Is the name of the trade event.
Algo, Aldo.
Algo to Algo.
Algo to Algo with Aldo.
Yeah, yep. See, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make it 100% because I have to work. It's the first Saturday I'm back to work, and I would have to finish work, drive home, get the wife and the baby, and then drive like 35-40 minutes to Norwalk. So
well, when you go, make sure you don't trade anything that you would regret.
I don't know. Like with these new trade night events, I don't know how many people are actually trading or just selling straight cash. I feel like at the events, it's always obviously cash is king, so it makes it harder to trade. But we also have another one. It's called Congo. This is where it started. Okay, it's Connecticut Gamers Organization. Chris, the owner of Retro Games Plus, started the trade night event at his store. The store would close early on a Saturday. You would do the trade night from like 9 o'clock to midnight, or maybe 8 to midnight. And so we called it Congo. For short, Connecticut Gamers Organization. So other trade night events then took that. So we have Dan Go. My friend Dan put it on. So Algo, kind of.
Wow.
All the goes.
Congo, Dango, Algo with Aldo. Say that 5 times fast.
So I don't know if any people listening, if you guys have any trade nights that you go to, or I don't even think people trade at like swap meets anymore, or flea markets. It's all straight.
You don't really
cash.
swap anything except cash for goods.
That's it. Paper for goods.
That's it. Yeah.
Anything else? Any trade related? It's a short episode, guys.
It is a short one. Yeah.
These are every Wednesday. They're quick and dirty. If you guys want to listen to the full podcast, it's every Saturday at 7 a.m. here on the Weekly Warp Pipe on YouTube. You guys can listen on Spotify or your preferred podcast listening device. Maybe it's on MySpace. I don't know.
Yeah, that's where I listen.
Be sure to check out the weeklywarpipe.com. You can find me at Russ Lyman on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Jay.
You can subscribe to me on YouTube, even though I'm currently not active, and I'm on TikTok. I need to make some videos. I've been pretty slack lately.
You also got banned. Are you?
Yeah, I haven't checked. I haven't had time to even stream again, so I don't know. Who knows if I'm? Apparently, I said something negative. Who knows what I said? I probably said "stupid Battletoad," and they're like, "Oh, hate! This guy's hating on these toads."
Freaking! Was it PETA got in there? Got you banned.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, guys. As always, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit.
Happy Wednesday.